All right, y'all, we are back with another video. I definitely had to bring y'all this now. This right here really just came to my phone. I seen it because Benny posted. He said that the White House makes shocking announcement on President Trump's health after bruising photos go viral. So he's saying that the doctor has pretty much diagnosed President Trump with something. We about to get ready and check that out and see. And I can tell you one thing is the difference between President Trump, if something is wrong, like wrong with him or whatever the case may be, he's very transparent. Like he would tell the American people, hey, this is what's wrong with me. He's not like Joe Biden and hiding it for years and having Democrats cover up for him and lie to the media. That's all they do. All they did was lie to the media for years. But when something's wrong with President Trump, regardless of what it is, he'll let them know. Either he'll say something or he'll have Caroline Leavitt say, hey, let the American people know this is wrong with me. Let them know I'm going to be all right and stuff like that. That's the difference between President Trump and lying Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden, and we already know that all they did was just lie and cover up his health for years. And we was calling it out. But let's check this out by Ben and see exactly what's going on with President Trump. Hopefully everything is, is good. So like I said, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. And shout out to the ones that always watch the entire video. I really, really appreciate it because it definitely helps get the video out there. And the ones that come straight in and hit that like button to let President Trump know that we still support him. We still got his back and we ain't changing up on the president. So like I said, please hit that like button. And without further ado, let's check this out by Benny so we can see exactly what's going on with President Trump. Let's go.
I actually was kind of shocked at a considerable deal of news that was broken in that press conference. I want to start with the top line news that I think is quite important and is something that everybody should care about, which is President Trump's health. This is a brand new piece of breaking news that was just announced at the press conference itself. And I wasn't planning on anybody answering or asking this question. Caroline Leavitt just was out with it in her open. But this is what the internet has been speculating for quite a while. This is the photos of Trump's ankles, President Trump's ankles, and President Trump's hand. And you can see there some type of concealment of the hand itself, right? That is not the natural skin tone. And these were the images that have been going viral and saying, well, is something medically wrong with President Trump? Ladies and gentlemen, we now have obviously the answer to that speculation. Concerned markings appear across Trump's body. Experts revealed what they think they might be. And this is, of course, the close-up. This was at a press conference that was 1 day ago. You could see President Trump was concealing something on his hand, raised a circular area of skin. Trump's team seemed eager to hide. This was what the reporting was, and this was what the high-definition video was here. You can see the hand. There it is, being zoomed in on some type of bruising or concealment there that the president was using to cover his hand. Okay, so what is this? Caroline Leavitt announcing at the beginning of the news conference, President Trump has been diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency.
Chronic
following
venous.
Reports of swelling in the president's legs, per Caroline.
Now, I never heard of that one before. President Trump was diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency. Like I said, though, like I would always say, please put prayers for President Trump in the comments section. Please put prayers for President Trump. We have to keep President Trump safe at all times. But let's keep this going because I want to see exactly what chronic venous insufficiency is.
And Leavitt. It's nothing serious. This is how it should be handled. Don't cover this up. An echocardiogram, which is a mapping of the heart, a very sophisticated mapping of the heart.
Oh, I see what Nick put right here. If you look right over here, let me take it back. He said, This is how it should be handled, not covered up like Joe Biden's illness. I literally said that in the opening. So like he's saying the same thing. At least President Trump ain't like, covering it up. He at least, told Caroline Levitt, hey, let them know what's going on. He ain't telling Caroline Levitt to lie to the media and lie to the American people. He's not doing it. He's been very transparent in telling her, go out there and tell him this. So salute to President Trump for that.
This is how it should be handled. Don't cover this up. An echocardiogram, which is a mapping of the heart, a very sophisticated mapping of the heart, was performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. This is the major top-line breaking news, as people have been speculating about this for quite a while, at least over the past couple of days and past public appearances of President Trump. Here's Caroline Levitt explaining what chronic venous insufficiency is. Here's the top line here, by the way. A condition where blood doesn't flow efficiently, return from the legs to the heart. Often due to damaged valves in the veins. It can lead to a range of symptoms, including swelling, pain, skin changes, and severe causes of ulcers. Usually not life-threatening, thank God, and significantly impact the quality of life if left untreated, and may lead to complications like deep vein thrombosis or embolisms. Now those can be killers. I had a relative die of an embolism. These are heart conditions, and so this is inefficient return of blood from the lower or distant extremities is what this is.
And like I said, thank God it's not life-threatening and stuff like that. So hopefully President Trump be all right, so I guess that's pretty good that it's not life-threatening. So let's check it out.
I'll love it explaining here.
Note, I know that many in the media have been speculating about bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified.
So like she said, no sign of heart failure, none of that. So like I said, thank God, that it's nothing serious and stuff like that, and it can be treated, taken care of. So, and like I said before a few minutes ago, like I like the transparency, like coming straight out and just letting everybody know, because you already know what the media was going to do. Oh, Donald Trump was going after Joe Biden, talking Joe Biden hit his help, but something was wrong with him and he didn't say anything. You already know how the Democrats and the woke media is. That's exactly what they're going to run with. But see, President Trump ain't going to give him that option, because when he feel like that something is wrong with him or something is going on, he's going to let the American people know. He always does that. He's going to let you know. So he's not going to hide anything like these Democrats did for Joe Biden. He's not going to do that. He's way better than that. So like I said, salute to President Trump for even, telling Caroline Levitt to go out and let everybody know what's going on.
Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. This is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy. And the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here. So the president wanted me to share that note with all of you. I'm happy to take further questions on it. We will provide the memorandum from the president's physician to all of you, as we always do. And we'll get to questions here.
Hot damn. What a way to deal with this in the fallout of President Biden's, can you even call him president at this point? Like, can we just confirm that that was all a mistake and that it wasn't real? President Biden and his doctor, happily, his little leprechaun man. Have you ever seen this guy? He's like the creepiest little man. It's like not even a doctor, actually. He's like a family cover-up artist who LARPs as a doctor. His name's Kevin O'Connor. Creepy little dude. There he is.
And look what Eric Daugherty even posted. He said, well, imagine that the left has been publishing gotcha photos of swelling in President Trump's legs. Within just days, the White House announces every test done, his diagnosis, and that it's not serious. A total 180 from the Biden era. See how easy it is? When you're fit for office, you can come out and do this. Biden could never. And that's exactly what I was talking about. I just literally said that's what the left was going to do. They were going to try to come out. They already was posting gotcha photos because President Trump got swelling in his legs. They was already running with it. Oh, he's trying to hide it. He won't tell the American people. And then just a few days, he came straight out and said, hey, I'm all right. You know, nothing to really worry about. And that's what happened. These how these Democrats is. They don't care.
Joe Biden's not particularly tall, but like this guy's like this little leprechaun. He just pled the fifth. And this is a guy that was like consistently being like, no, Joe Biden's great. I mean, he's a big peak of health. No one's ever been better. No one's ever healthier than Joe Biden. No one's healthier. Well, we just watched him fall ass backwards down the Air Force One stairs, like an SNL skit. He's great. We just watched him forget his own children's names. Well, he's good. He's good. This
just lying.
This guy is now being targeted by congressmen in the House. We'll see what happens next. But it is refreshing. Imagine that. The left is pushing the gotcha photos of swelling in Trump's legs. Within days, the White House announced every test was done. His diagnosis, and that is not serious. There's a total 180 from the Biden era. See how easy it is? When you are actually fit for office and you can come out and just do this. Biden could never. Joe Biden's doctor fleeing here on Capitol Hill. Here's just some videos of it. Biden's doctor just flat out refused to testify about Biden's cognitive decline.
Wow.
And got up and walked out of the House hearing.
So he got up and walked out the House hearing, Biden doctor. So what is it he's trying to hide in? He didn't want to answer no questions. He pled the fifth, I think on every question, and got up and just walked out. Do not cave, we demand answers. So now it's looking like they're going to subpoena Jill Biden. We're going to have some answers. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. They still trying to cover up for Joe Biden. Now his own doctor still trying to cover up for him. Keep pleading the fifth. Didn't want to answer any questions. If you ain't had nothing to hide and Joe Biden was sharp as a tack, what is it that y'all hiding? What is it that y'all hiding? This is crazy.
The reason he had to appear was because, one, he's lost an enormous amount of money since they shut down the Lollipop Guild in the Emerald City. And two, Peter Dinklage canceled all the contracts for the live-action Dwarves and Snow White. And three, if he doesn't show up, then he's going to jail, right? Those are going to be the terms, the condition, right? Those are the new rules. There he is, not answering any questions.
That's crazy.
And running and sprinting away. It's nice to have that kind of transparency and openness, something that people respect. Here's Joe Biden's doctor. No questions. And Biden ran, Joe Biden's doctor literally running away.
That's crazy.
From White House reporters.
You can tell he was hiding something.
Crazy.
You can tell he was hiding something.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the administrations. Now on to further transparency. And again, we pray for the president's health. Let's just see if this write-up has anything further in it. White House disclosed that Donald Trump has a chronic condition that leads to swelling in his ankles, and finally addressed the mysterious bruising makeup that has been appearing on the president's hand. Surprise statement from Carolyn Leavitt. I certainly wasn't expecting this. The White House says that he had been checked by a doctor and that Donald Trump has been diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency. Earlier this week, Trump, 79 years old, appeared at the White House press gaggle with what looked like makeup covering a patch on his hands. The splotch had been visible on other occasions throughout the week. The makeup appeared to be concealing a raised circular area of the skin. There is your zoom in right there. And they're saying that this is bruising. Dark bruising. You often see this, actually. Elderly people, they have these large bruises on their hands. Have you ever seen that? Do you have an elderly member of your household? It happens often. The makeup appeared to be concealing a raised circular area of skin. Levitt said that the president recently noticed mild swelling in his lower legs, and in keeping with routine medical care and the abundance of caution, he was evaluated by the White House Medical Unit, and he underwent comprehensive examination. Bilateral lower extremity ultrasounds were performed to reveal chronic venous insufficiency, common condition, people over the age of 70.
Oh, so they're saying that's kind of common. So it says, she said it's a common condition in individuals over the age of 70, and there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Okay. So they said for individuals, that's common for individuals over the age of 70. Okay, because like I said, I didn't even know what that was. Like, I was like, what is that? Chronic venous insufficiency. I'd never heard of that before.
Chronic venous insufficiency, common condition, people over the age of 70.
Okay.
Here's a good example of without the makeup. You can see here the bruises on the president's hand. And you can see maybe some bruising there. And they cover it with makeup.
Yeah, I ain't sad to see these Democrats was already running with these photos and trying to be funny and calling out the president, time, oh, he ain't being transparent. He's lying. He's trying to cover up. And then days later, he presented and just said, hey, this is what's going on. I already been to a doctor. This is what they said. Unlike Joe Biden, unlike these lying Democrats. See, they trying to put President Trump in the same boat as Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a liar. They covered for him, and then they think that, oh, everybody at the White House is going to cover for President Trump. They don't have to cover for President Trump. President Trump is not going to cover anything. He's going to put it out there to the American people. So like I said, put prayers for President Trump in the comment section. We have to keep President Trump safe. And let's go, man.
She also addressed the minor bruising on Trump's hand, consistent with soft skin irritation, handshaking, obviously, and aspirin usage.
Oh.
This also has to do with, obviously, blood flow to the lower extremities. Okay. According to the Cleveland Clinic, chronic venous insufficiency occurs when the leg veins are damaged, making it more difficult for blood to return to the heart. It causes blood to pool in your legs and veins, including and leading to high pressure in those veins. It's common, 1 in 20 adults. The risk increases with age, achy legs, feeling of pins and needles, cramping, swelling, itching, and a leathery-looking skin on your legs. That account tracked with the bruising for the presidential. This Daily Mail saying that they've noticed this for a while now.
Well, there we go right there, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like I said, I will keep y'all up to date as more information comes out. Salute to President Trump. Like I said before, put prayers for President Trump in the comment section. And salute to Caroline Leavitt, for being transparent, coming out, letting everybody know. She didn't wait a month. She didn't wait 2 months. She didn't wait a year in or 2 years in. She did this within a couple of days, unlike the Democrats. So while they running around trying to make fun of President Trump, that is just stupid, just crazy. They always want these gotcha moments. That's what they be looking for, those gotcha moments. But you ain't gonna get down here. So like I said, salute to everybody. Let me know what y'all think about this. I will keep y'all up to date as more information comes out, and I catch y'all in the next one.